Blue jay pulled a 4-horse plow. Sparrow, why can't you? 'Cause my legs is little and long and they might get broke in two. Redbird sitting on a sycamore limb, singing out his soul. A big black snake crawled up that tree and swallowed that poor boy whole. Wild geese flying through the air, through the sky of blue. They're now a-floating where the south wind blows, so why not me and you? Just across the Blue Ridge, where the high meadows lay, and the gay light spreads through the new mown hay. There's the rusty iron bridge across a shady ravine, where the hard road ends and turns to clay. With a suitcase in his hand, well, a lonesome boy stands, gazing at the river sliding by beneath his feet. But the dark water springs from the black rocks and flows out of sight where the twisted laurel grows. Towns in the cold December rain, into Charleston runs the new river train, where the hillsides are brown and the broad valley is stained by 100,000 lives of work and pain. In a tar paper shack out of town across the track stands an old used up man trying to call something back, but his old memories fade like the city in the haze, and his days have flowed together like the rain. And the dark water springs from the black rocks and flows out of sight where the twisted laurel grows.
while walking one day down the Bowery, drinking without any cares, I happened upon a common old bum who'd fallen down 3 flights of stairs. His coat was all ragged and tattered, the hair was white on his head. He gave me a letter with his dying breath, and these were the words that it said. I was standing on a streetcar back in Frisco, waiting for the light to change from red to green, when a thought came through my head about the time we went to bed underneath the western stars of Abilene. You know, a lot of things get hazy when you wander. Days go by like boxcars in the night, but someday I know I'll find just a little peace of mind, and when I do, I'll find you to make it right.
I'll be home in the morning when the sun is coming up, and the roosters sing and wake up to 1,000 buttercups. There'll be pigs in the pen and turkeys in the woods. I'll be home in the morning, dear, for good.
It's 20 years ago that bus pulled out for Denver. We were standing in the station holding hands. Then we finally said goodbye, and I stood and watched you cry, and I asked myself how you could understand. You know, I've been a lot of places since that Sunday, and some things I've done just don't mean a thing. But one thing I know is true, Lord, I'll get back home to you. This old bird can't live forever on the wing.
I'll be home in the morning when the sun is coming up, and the roosters sing and wake up to 1,000 buttercups. There'll be pigs in a pen and turkeys in the woods. I'll be home in the morning, dear, for good.
Cause some things are just too personal to tell, and I gave it to the cop who was standing at the top of the stairs where that poor old bum had fell. He hadn't had the time to put her name upon it, and his hand had shook so bad his name was blurred, but it looked a lot like mine, so I'm calling you this time to say I'll be home in the morning, dear, for good.
I'll be home in the morning when the sun is coming up, and the roosters sing and wake up to 1,000 buttercups. There'll be pigs in a pen and turkeys in the woods. I'll be home in the morning, dear, for good. lonesome, homesick and blue. There's no one who can cheer me when I'm alone, longing for my Mississippi home. Way down on the Delta, on the Mississippi shores, in that muddy water I long to be once more. When night shadows creep about and the whippoorwills call, you can hear old Mammy shout, come on in here, you all. Way down on the levee, strolling in the pale moonlight, you can see the steamboats and the fields of snowy white. There's a feeling I can't lose, the muddy waters in my shoes, when I get the Mississippi Delta blues. Those old folks sing those golden melodies, like Swanee River and old Black Joe. Well, the sweet magnolia perfume floating on the breeze, way down south is where I long to go. Steamboats and the fields of snowy white. There's a feeling I can't lose, the muddy waters in my shoes, when I get the Mississippi Delta blues. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay.
My heart is broke, it ain't no joke, I'm happy and I'm sad. I feel so queer, sometimes fear that thing will drive me mad. A little girl with prison girls came here a week ago to work on that telephone and say hello, hello. Hello, 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 her voice with music rings. It's sweeter than the whippoorwill that in the moonlight sings. Across the floor beside the doors I march to and fro. She leans upon that telephone and say hello, hello. I have not spoken to her yet, I've been in such a daze. Although she sometimes looks at me with sort of a distant gaze. I feel too weak, cannot speak, my heart is beating so. Like when she reaches that telephone and say hello, hello. Hello, 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 her voice with music rings. It's sweeter than the whippoorwill that in the woodland sings. Across the floor beside the doors I march to and fro. She leans upon that telephone and say hello, hello. I see her as she walks along in sunshine and in rain. I hear her midst the jingle of the elevated train. Every sound that comes around above and down below, it seems to say to live on day. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Her voice with music rings. It's sweeter than the whippoorwill that in the woodland sings. Across the floor beside the doors I march to and fro. She leans upon that telephone and say hello, hello. I tell you what, I'll buy a spot not very far from town, and if she'll agree to marry me, we both will settle down where the wild honeysuckles bloom and the fragrant flowers grow. She'll meet me at the garden gate and say hello, hello. Hello, 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 her voice with music rings. It's sweeter than the whippoorwill that in the woodland sings. Across the floor beside the door as I march to and fro, she leans on that telephone and say hello, hello.
When death shall close these eyelids and this heart shall cease to beat, when they lay me down to my rest in some flowery bound retreat, one thought my soul would cherish when this fleeting life is flown, that thought would cheer me when dying. Will you miss me when I'm gone? Will you miss me? Will you miss me? Will Will you miss me when I'm gone? When these lips shall never more plant a kiss upon your brow, when I'm cold and still in my death, would you love me then as now? Will you miss me? Will you miss me? Will you miss me? Will you miss me when I'm gone?
Got a date with a high-toned girl, the one that wears that bouffant curl. She means the business when she flirts, so I polished up the Chevy with the fender skirts. I hopped in the car and I stepped on the gas. I was laying down the rubber on the old bypass. Down her window she did creep, headed on out for the Lover's Leap. Made a detour by the barbecue shack to put 12 cold beers on ice in the back. Found us a spot in the twilight zone when the light of the police shone.
And he said,
"Oh, you jackleg, you got the goods on you. And you're sweet head too. I caught you in the car with the stars in your eyes and your brains in the bottom of your shoe. You're a hot dog, ain't you now? You're the bulldog's big bow wow. Got fuzz on your face, you're the ace with a sweaty brow." Another spot just down the road from a dashing dock. Saxophones are crooning on the radio and the moonlight was hanging low. fingernails a tapping on the window pane. It was a great big boyfriend, Wayne.
And he said,
oh, you ice cream, you got the goods on you. And my sweetheart too, I caught you in your car with the stars in your eyes and your brains in the bottom of your shoe. You're a hot dog, ain't you now? You're the bulldog's big bow wow, got fuzz on your face. You're the ace with the sweaty brow. Sitting in a parlor, drinking Coca-Cola, we was spinning the wax. She put her hair up and rolled. She was filing her nails on the Davenport when I thought she was ready for a little sport. Tripped on the rug, spilled my Coke in her hair, split the seat of my britches, put my foot through a chair. Oh, you milk dud, you, I had enough of you. And you Chevy too, go home in your car with the stars in your eyes and the brains in the bottom of your shoe. You're a hot dog, ain't you now? You're the bulldog's big bow wow, got fuzz on your face. You're the ace with the sweaty brow. To the other like an athletic fool. I was fond of playing tennis with the countesses of Venice, courting princesses and heated swimming pools. Back and forth across the ocean, southern Spain and Nova Scotia, chasing women till my face was turning blue. Now my pencil's out of lead, I'll just lay up in bed with my scissors and my paper and my glue. Cause the cardboard girlfriend's much to be preferred to paper lady. I'll take my exercise at home with her. Oh, nothing could be sweeter than my sweetie when I treat her like a dartboard on the wall. That's my great big corrugated chipboard paper doll. Land to the other like an athletic fool. I was fond of playing tennis with the countesses of Venice, courting princesses and heated swimming pools. Back and forth across the ocean, southern Spain and Nova Scotia, chasing women till my face was turning blue. Now my pencil's out of lead, I just lay up in bed with my scissors and my paper and my glue. Cause the cardboard girlfriend's much to be preferred to paper lady. She'll be the newest on at home with her. Oh, nothing could be sweeter than my sweetie when I treat her like a dartboard on the wall. That's my great big corrugated chipboard paper doll.
One year when bacon was scarce and us having none, we saddled our horses and shouldered our guns. Straightway to the wildwoods we did steer, to kill off the wild hogs and drive in the deer. Well, when we got there, we rambled a while. We looked at each other but gained for to smile, saying these ain't the same hogs that's been here before, the old blue sow and the blacklisted boar. The old blue sow jumped up to her feet for to run. We fired, she fell for Bob Porter's old gun. The cowhide will crack and the waters will roar. Your back it will ache till it's perfectly sore.
We met beneath the stars above. You thought that I fell in love, but I was only teasing you. I held you in these arms of mine, loved another all the time. I never dreamed of being true. Thought that I'd be nice, show you paradise and brighten up your way. Then you got smart, tried to break my heart, but it just wouldn't bend that way. Now it's coming home to you. You're the one that's sad and blue, and I was only teasing you. Now you're the one that's left to pine. We met beneath the stars above. You thought that I fell in love, but I was only teasing you. I held you in these arms of mine, loved another all the time. I never dreamed of being true. Thought that I'd be nice, say paradise and brighten up your way. Then you got smart, tried to break my heart, but it just wouldn't bend that way. Now it's coming home to you. You're the one that's sad and blue. Teasing you. You kept breaking many hearts, but when you came to mine, it wouldn't break, not even ache. Now you're the one that's left to pine. We carved our initials on a tree, named a baby after me, but I was only teasing you.
Miles its length and breadth, the four-square city stands. Its gem-set walls of jasper shine, not made by human hands. 100 miles its gates are wide, abundant entrance there, with 50 miles of elbow room on either side to spare. When the gates swing wide on the other side, just beyond the sunset sea, there'll be room to spare as we enter there. Room for you and room for me, for the gates are wide on the other side, where the flowers ever bloom. On the right hand, on the left hand, 50 miles of elbow room. Sometimes I'm cramped and crowded here and long for elbow room. I want to reach for altitude where the fairest flowers bloom. It won't be long before I pass into that city fair, with 15 miles of elbow room on either side to spare. When the gates swing wide on the other side, just beyond the sunset sea, there'll be room to spare as we enter there. Room for you and room for me. For the gates are wide on the other side, where the flowers ever bloom. On the right hand, on the left hand, 50 miles of elbow room.
I gambled on the cards in Paris, France. Now the 7 wonders of this world I've seen, as many different places as I have been. Take my advice, folks, at least see Beale Street once. It's in Memphis, Tennessee. If Beale Street could talk, if Beale Street could talk, married men would have to take their bed up and walk, except 1 or 2 who never drink booze, and a blind man on a corner who plays the Memphis blues. I'd rather be here than any place I know. You'll meet all the Browns in their beautiful gowns, hand tailor-made and new hand-me-downs. You'll meet honest men and pickpockets too, and your business never closes till somebody gets to you. Oh, you'll meet all the Browns, shackles to pay, talk about your whiskey and your bygone days. I've been on a bend and I got money to spend, and I'm going Street could talk, if Beale Street could talk, married men would have to take their bed up and walk. Except one or two who never drink blues, and a blind man on the corner who plays the Memphis blues. I'd rather be here than any place I know. I'd rather be here than any place I know. And it's gonna take a sergeant for to make me go. Now we'll see that river, baby, by and by. We'll see that river, Mississippi. I'll tell the reason why. 'Cause the river's wet and Beale Street's done gone dry, bone dry.